Welcome to my show. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to break down some symbolism of the Ouroboros and symbolism of the Mala. People doing spiritual stuff without understanding numerology and stuff like that, with the stuff that they're doing. There's a lot of false light, there's really no spiritual teachings out there because they've all been hijacked. And creation of being able to get back into the temple of creation within oneself is understanding the spirituality on the surface, at numerology, letters, the alphabet and so forth. But it really comes down to the Mala and the rosary and understanding how that reflects to the Ouroboros, to the dragon, to the staff, and the 144. And because within the symbolism of the circle, it reflects a lot of stuff of protection. And in today's timeline, we have locked the door of the Lion's Gate. The dragon has bit his own tail again around Mother Earth, because that was the entrance point into the temple, into the Mayan times. And understanding planets, points of interest with very specific alignments, within and without, as above, so below, where you have your Mala and you have 108 beads. Okay, the 108 is 9, 1 plus 8, but the symbolism of the 8 being the unity, being the infinity, and so forth. But a vision I had of number 918. 918 hertz is the connection point of is free fall. It's the frequency, the entrance point into the Ouroboros, and it's a very high frequency, but it's a divine code. So if you were to look at the Mala and you 108, which is 9, and in numerology there's nothing above 9, and this is the manipulation with the number 13 also. If it's a 13 missing month of Mayan calendar, or if it's the 13th, Friday the 13th, 13 colonies, 13 dragon bloodline of Mary, because that's what it reflects. It's the dragon bloodline of creation within the DNA. But so the thing with the Mala, where you grab that point of interest, where you hold that point and you count around your Mala. If you were to open up your Mala, it becomes a strand of beads, and this falls back into the category of in the druidic state. You have different types. You have the Mala, you have the rosary, and you have the open strand of rosaries that the druids had. And it was an open strand, and at the end of it was a cross. Okay, so the thing about the Mala is that, one, people don't understand it. People just follow along with it, piggybacking on a dead Buddha. And that's the same thing with meditation and the chakras. But 918 hertz is the frequency of, you know, of what it is, because it's a divine code of the 69 of locking the 1 and the 0, because that's the IO, that's number 10, that's 1 and a 0, because 1 is in everything, but you can't see the 1. And creation starts at 2. Creation starts at 2. Number 11, which would be creation, because 2 creates 1, which is the number 3. Okay, so within the 2, you have 3, which is 213. So you have the number 13. The number 13 turns into 4. See how that works? You're not seeing the 1, because the 1 is in the center. The 1 is the one that locks the Ouroboros. IO 10. But you open up your mala beads of 108, it becomes the staff, it becomes a serpent, it becomes the snake. Okay, but the 108 turns into 144. See, the people run on this twin flame stuff, and they run on the violet flame stuff, and they just go along with it because they think that they know. It's no one's fault. It's just the new age hijack. But we're moving back into Mother on Earth and all the divine codes and everything of reversing black magic and taking back numerology and everything to return it back to the people. So understanding the beads, on how the beads reflect the universe and the circle of protection. But when you open it up, you have 108. Then you have 144. Okay? It's all within, though. Okay? So if you open it up, it's still 108, but it's the frequency of understanding that this strand of beads goes from 108 to 144 to 72 and 72. Okay, because you have your 99. You have 918 hertz. 9 is the end, 18 is the other end. So when this 99 comes together, because you can't see the 1, so you got, you know what I mean? So you open up the mala, you have your strand, you have your serpent, you're looking at the strand, you're looking at the serpent of Moses, the staff. Okay, this is the power. This is your dragon, your whip. But the entrance point in the Ouroboros, the entrance point into heaven on earth, the entrance point into the temple, there's a divine code to it. And so this is the real understanding of the serpent in the tree, and how that serpent, that circle, opens up and it turns into a staff. It's also, the circle and the center point in the middle. It's the sun, because everything, as you would say, within the kundalinis. So when you're looking at symbols, sun, cross, medicine wheel, and you're looking at kundalinis rising, there's the solar plexus. So you're looking at down. So the solar plexus is flat in your belly, in the water. Okay, here's the pen, staff. Okay, this is the serpent within. This is the staff of Osiris within. that transmutes everything, the golden yellow brick road. But it's all takes an initiation, and to rise and to enlighten yourself, to open up your third eye, where this is transformation, inner transformation that takes a lot, because it's your third eye, and people don't understand that Osiris being the lower man, and the unicorn being the higher man. This is the man, the Sagittarius connection of the man and the horse, because the horse is connected to the dragon and the feminine is connected to the dragon. And this is the combination of the dragon and the horse, the chariot and the staff, the feminine, because in true reality, the feminine are the ones who carry the power of the sword. Okay? There are men who carry the power of the sword, the power of the dragon and the serpent. But it comes down into the initiation of this, and this is druidic magic that goes back to time before there were any Bibles, before there were any books, because before you were born, you were a rainbow, you were a staff, you were in the water. So understanding the rainbow staff, understanding Jacob's ladder, understanding the dragon, the serpent, the rainbow prophecy. But so you have 108, you have 144. You take the 144, you split that in half. You have 72 and 72. 72 higher demons, 72 lower demons. Okay? Which 72 and 72 is 99. So you're still looking for the one sheep, okay? 99 red balloons. So, but it's not just the Ouroboros. When you open it up, it is the tail of the griffin. Because within the circle, within the points, cardinal points, whatever, there's a lot of animals, but you have specific animals, unicorn, dragon, lion, man, where bird, the Mithras, the serpent and the man, and everything that comes together in the mystical sense of what you are on the cross, because that continues to go back into the number 13, and because there's four corners, and so it makes it four corners, four rivers, four colors, and which is 12, and you take it back down to 3, you're still not seeing the 1, because the 1 is 4, and that's the squared circle, and the squared circle turns into the X. So I'm kind of going off my point, but it comes down to the circle. So if you have the circle, you got to, you want to be in the center, but it's understanding what the circle is on so many different levels, but it's in the numerical code of getting back into God's house. So it's a lot of transmutation and returning into the awakened mind of Buddha. So you have because people within the rosary too. So the rosary is smaller, and it is 72 beads with a small strand of 9. So you also have your 99. And this is where you reverse the 72 and you have the 27. So It's like the 17, which is 8. So you have the um, seven Pleiadians, but you can't have 8 unless you have 1. So that's number 17, but it's 8. So all numbers go back down. So when you're looking at the number 13 in the Mayan calendar, it's actually 4, because you're back at the staff, which would be 1, because the 1 is the 0, the I is the O. The 1, this strand of beads, which is a serpent, turned into a circle. So the power of the IO, the power of the 1 and the 0, is understanding the 9. So you have the number 13, which is a 4. Within the old astrology, 3 days of darkness, 3 months of darkness. It's actually 3 months, where 3 months used to be 1. And within the old way, that because you would have 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so you have 3 months, but like I said again, you can't see the 1, because you have 9, then you would have 10. 10 doesn't exist. Its creation ends at 9. So the 4 being the capstone to the circle, the capstone to the temple, that is invisible. But it's circle, square, triangle, the number 13, back to the number 13, where the merging of the 3 animals, the totem pole, the lion, the dragon, the lion, the serpent, and the bird. 3 animals used to be 1. This is this trinity within the circle. So 3 animals used to be 1. When you look at a griffin, and you're looking at a bird, you're looking at a lion, you're looking at a dragon, you're also looking at the dragon's tail. This mala, when you open it up, it becomes the dragon's tail, because you have everything within the strand of beads, if you can comprehend what's in your hand. This is beyond, okay? It may sound like a bunch of gibberish, but this is people in the Matrix who don't know what it really means to ascend, and what it really means to be able to access heaven on earth and return back to a timeline which we fell from. Because this is the Mayan calendar. This is Mary Magdalene's dragon bloodline of the number 13 behind the rose crux. Because you have your circle, you have your dragons, you have your unicorns, you have your cross. You have everything within the circle, within this one staff. Tree of knowledge, tree of wisdom. Got to go through the tree of knowledge to get to the tree of life. But people can't access because they're outside spiritually. So we're coming back into the number 13, which is the 4. And, it's the feminine power within the circle. It's all one. But you open up the mala beads and, you have the griffin's tail. This is the symbolism of the Ouroboros. This is the symbolism of the lion biting his own tail. You have bird, lion, dragon, human. So, have a good day.